Your mic is hot.
What's going on, Magic fans, and welcome to the Orlando Magic group chat. I'm your host, Kendra Douglas, a team reporter and sideline reporter for the Orlando Magic. I want to go ahead and give a disclaimer. If we can hear me, I might sound a little different. It's because I just started Invisalign, and I'm working on getting, myself to not have a lisp. So bear with me, and just, don't be too mean to me. Don't be too mean to me. But anyway, this is the group chat that, is for you, the fans. And make sure you guys are following us on all of our social media platforms, so that way you can continue to be in the know of what's going on for the Orlando Magic. Now, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about it all. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on TikTok, we're on all the things. So I'm seeing kind of everything now. Oh, I see my friends over at Fox Sports Pensacola. Hey guys, so good that you guys are locking in with me today. And thank you so much for locking in with me. I also see some people on YouTube. Thank you guys for coming on, locking in as we get you ready to talk about all things Orlando Magic. What do you guys want to talk about today? I'm going to get you started with some of the updates going on. I thought this was cool. So FanDuel Sports Network will televise and stream Osceola Magic home games. So love that. If you guys haven't even seen the court, they redid the court recently too, and it looks really, really, really good. So that's exciting for the Magic. So starting on November 7th, you guys can start locking into Osceola Magic games, which I think is great because you got guys like Colin Castleton, who starred at Florida. I remember covering him. I covered Colin when I was working in local television. So it's been cool to see like him continue to make his way within the league. And then, of course, Orlando Robinson, which recently has gone viral for the whole Orlando Robinson name. Love that. And then Jamal Cain. So if you guys haven't already locked in, make sure you guys start locking into the Osceola Magic games that you can now stream and watch on FanDuel Sports Network. Your home for the Orlando Magic. Okay. Let's get into talking about this upcoming game, or this last game. So the Magic played on NBC last night. First off, let's talk about NBC and what they've been doing and their product. I love the fact that they also do like the NFL intros. I think those are great. So love that. And to hear the guys kind of do their own intro. Paolo gave a shout out to the Rotary Club up in Seattle, so I like that he got to do that. And I thought those were really, really cool. I see you guys on TikTok. Continue to keep the comments coming. But what do you guys want to talk about? So on TikTok, let me know what you want to talk about Magic-wise, and what you guys want to dive deeper into when it comes to how the Magic are playing right now, what you expect from them, and what you want to see more of. Anyway, back to NBC. Thought the product was great. Also, let's be honest, we loved and we really wanted to hear that theme music again. Like, we loved that. I mean, I got chills. I watched opening night when they did it in OKC, but like, I guess seeing that and then like the video that they rolled into when you had like Dwight Howard and all that, and just like amazing players over time and the way that they were able to dunk and how they go against each other. So I love the product that they were able to give out, and I thought that was really cool. Tough game, well aware of that. I think one thing you're going to see is like this team is going to continue to work on getting, I don't want to say getting back, because this is a new team and you should never get back when you're continuing to grow, but you're going to see this team, of course, continue to develop in their defensive mindset, which is, I know what everyone loves and I know what everyone wants to see more of, but I don't want to say get back because it's a whole new year. You got a whole bunch of new guys on the team. So it's more so of like continuing to develop and continuing to grow in the defensive mindset that the team is more. That's what I think you're going to continue to see more of from these guys. Janine just asked, how are the team vibes? Many of our guys look frustrated. Just curious if that's carrying over off the court. Still believe in this team and our guys. Yeah, I think it's still like, of course, anyone is going to be frustrated when you don't win. But I think one thing that this team has done so well in is continuing to keep their bond and staying very close-knit and understanding that it is a process. It's going to take time. So I think that's the one thing that is holding these guys together, is knowing that, like, it's going to take time. You got to remember, like, preseason was so short, and then you go right into the season. You're bringing back guys. You have Jalen, who's continuing to come back, minutes restrictions here and there. Franz, he's also, like, kind of learning everything too, because he was just over there winning a championship. And so I think what you're seeing are, like, I can't wait for the moment when everything comes together and the guys are able to look back and be like, we needed to maybe go through that to get to this point. It's hard now, but sometimes you have to go through the struggle of things to see the other side. And I think that's just what you're seeing now. But yeah, good team chemistry with the new guys, even despite the loss. Like that you mentioned that, because it is. These guys have a really great chemistry together. And I think that's really important when you're going through, you know, some moments, some hiccups. That's very important to keep that team chemistry alive. And I think definitely the guys still have that. I like that you guys are seeing that. And you also have to remember that there are a couple new staff members as well. So you're continuing to see this team develop and grow with everything new coming in. And it's still so early. Everyone, like, calm down. It's still so early. And then when you get guys back, it'll be amazing to see. I see that we have a what's an update with Mo Wagner. He's continuing to work back to his health. As you guys know, if anyone doesn't know, he tore his ACL last season. And so he's continuing to work back into getting into the mix, making sure that he is healthy and strong. So just continue to look out for him. That's a guy that I know the Magic, they miss. He brings so much energy. He brings so much energy to that team. But one thing I think he does really well is on the sidelines cheering them on. So hopefully we'll see him at some of these home games and get guys amped up and ready and ready to go. I don't know his timeline fully, but I will definitely check on that and get that back to you guys. I just got asked, do you know how long it's going to be? I don't know, Eric. I don't know, but I will get on that and let you guys know the timeline, and hopefully we'll get some answers on that. Let's go over the schedule real quick because we got some games coming up. I hope I can see all you guys at the Kia Center very soon, because the first cup game for the Magic is Friday, and that's against Boston. And then they will play Boston again on Sunday, and then Portland on Monday. So can I just say the back-to-backs are, like, really here this year. Like, I feel like the team, this is their third back-to-back. So hopefully that means that they're getting it out the way, and that later on in this season, this team does not have back-to-backs as much, because, oh my goodness, it is exhausting. Hi, for all the new people coming in. Hello. Welcome to Orlando Magic Group Chat. I'm Kendra Douglas, the team reporter for the Orlando Magic. Love that you guys are here and talking all things Magic. Oh, I love this one. Ness. We hired Prunty this offseason. I haven't really heard him speak. Have you talked with him, and do you know what his offensive philosophy is? Have you been watching the games, Ness? Because I totally have spoken to him. I'm kidding, but not kidding. But he's great. He's amazing. And we also have an interview with him. That's not out yet, though, is it?
So that's coming up, and then you also have the next All Access will be licensing and stuff.
Okay, so we have my one-on-one interview with Coach Joe Prunty, and you're going to learn so much more about him, his philosophy, how he goes about things. The man literally is, I don't know, like, he just has so much history of the game and knowledge of the game. And he's won 3 championships. He understands what it takes to win, the sacrifice that it takes to win. So Ness, be on the lookout for that. That way you can hear more. And then also, you guys said same thing with Shammgod. He was amazing with the Mavericks, but still hasn't found his role with Orlando yet. Time will tell. You will hear my one-on-one interviews, what their goal is, what their role is, and how they want to impact the team. So be on the lookout for those interviews. So then you guys can also get to learn a little bit more about them. But I also love that you guys are seeing who the team has added. Because sometimes I don't think that fans pay too much attention to what like assistant coaches are being brought to the team. So I love that you guys also are interested to learn more about Prunty and Sham. So don't worry. You'll hear more about them and their relationship with the game, what made them love the game, and then also their philosophy and how they want to go about helping this Magic team. Okay, Janine says, I'll be there Friday. Bounce back game incoming. I completely think so. I think that the little pieces, here's the thing. So after Detroit, you heard Mosley have his speech about like the guys need to sit down and guard. And then what happened? You saw in Charlotte that they were able to get back into their defensive ways and grow in that game. And then also in DC, you saw how well they played in DC. It's just a process. It's a process. And I think that like they're craving a bounce back game to prove to not just the fans, but to themselves that like they know who they are. They know what their identity is. They know that they need to value possessions more. They know that they need to sit down and guard more. They know that they need to take care of the ball more and with less turnovers. They know that they need to do all those things, and it just needs to come together. So I think Friday will be a great game. First cup game, you're going to see the court. That's new as well, or different for like the NBA Cup games. So that's going to be fun. Sorry, on TikTok it asked me if I read comments. I do read comments, but sometimes I gotta be told to read comments. So what happened?
No, I'm saying that's what the whole point of the show.
Oh, we read comments. Yeah, the whole point of this show is we do read comments. But sometimes I talk. So sometimes I do need to read people who say things like, do you read comments, so I can get back to you guys. Prying says, my interview with Goga was amazing, by the way. Thank you. I still have no idea anything about Lord of the Rings, but I love talking to Goga. He's one of a kind. I think he's great. I think he brings so much energy to this team in a different way as well. So I love it. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys look out for or go on to our YouTube and see the new episode with Goga Bitadze. We talk his time playing for Georgia. We talk just more about him. And then we also do a blind ranking your top 10 Lord of the Rings like favorites. And I'm not a Lord of the Rings person, so I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So that was really interesting. Oh, Brian says, me neither. I'm going to have to watch the movies now that he's my favorite player. I love that. You should watch the movies for us and then let me know what significant things I need to think about. So when I'm talking to Goga, I can be like, hey, Frodo and Gimli, those are the only 2 I remember out of those 10. Someone said on TikTok, when Suggs gets off minute restrictions, the lineup will be more consistent. I agree on that. I think it's like what I said in the beginning. This is all a process, and you can't rush him back in because at the end of the day, you have to think that this is a marathon, not a sprint. This is a marathon. These guys are trying to get past the first round of playoffs. You don't want to put him in too soon, and then he ends up re-injuring himself or hurting himself or going through inflammation and things like that like can hinder him. So I agree. once he kind of gets back into a groove, gets off those minutes restrictions, I think you'll see more consistency within that lineup. Let me see more questions. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I just wish I could talk normal.
Prying A has a lot to say.
Prying does. I love it. Keep the conversation going, Prying. I got asked, what do you think about Banchero? I think that we are seeing Paolo really continue to come into his own. And I think last year people were like, what's going on? And it was because for him, that was the first time he'd ever had an injury. So he was trying to like get back into like, being aggressive, but also like you're fatigued a little bit. You have to get back in the shape of it all and trying to figure it all out. I think over the summer, he really took time to take care of his body, take care of himself and his game. And I think I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do. I mean, these last couple of games, he put 22 up last night. He's been putting up like 20 plus points a night in these games, right? Yeah. 22 points, 8 assists, 11 rebounds. All right. I'm not mad at it. I think you just have to continue to see that consistency from him. So that's what I think about Paolo. I think his game is continuing to grow. I think he's morphing into what he wants to be, how he wants to go about, handling his off time, his free time, how he wants to go about developing himself. And I think you're seeing a real pro's pro. So there's still things that you can always grow on and grow with. So just takes time. Someone said tell Paolo to work on his 3. He was way better last year. I will tell him to work on that. You don't think he also wants to make 3s? I think he's going to continue to work on that as well. You know what? Let's actually knock down free throw shots first. And then, no? Okay. I'm told I got to move on from that. But no, I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm saying this is for everybody. Like, what? No, I'm not coming for anyone. I'm just saying that, like, I think that everyone wants to see things go well for them. And I think that he wants things to go well for him as well. That's all. I'm literally just me. I'm nobody. Okay. Ooh, yeah. So I think while the start has been a little depressing, it's amazing to see Tristan da Silva stepping up. Yes. He's had really good games. Last night, I thought he had a really good game as well. He's somebody that's continuing to grow, and you wanted to see him take that next level, and I think he really is. I think even though like they all say, like the game is different in Europe and playing within like with Germany, I think that still helped him. I think that still helped him in his game. I think that still helped him and just how to go about, handling things when he came back here. So I like it. I like what he's been able to do so far for this team. Okay, Prying says, Kendra, we get what you're saying. So thank you. You get what I'm saying. Thank you. What else are you guys saying? Ooh, I like this one. Should we wait until 25 games to see where the Magic are before assessing the team? Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's still so early within the season. I don't think you can really, like, just put them in a box and say, like, this is where they're at. I think there's so many games that they need to be played, and that, again, kind of like what we were saying of, like, once you see more consistency with guys off the minutes restrictions and what?
No, just someone on TikTok was asking.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. No, it's not for an answer.
No, we're not going to answer that one on TikTok. Nope. But yeah, no, I definitely think that, Jonathan, I think you're right. I think you got to have a couple more games under this team's belt before you start to just assess them and already think you know what they're going to do this season. I think that they have so much more to give. I think they have so much more that they can offer. I think it's just literally, it just has to come together. I think they're like right there where you just need to like go over the hump a little bit. and then I think you can tell that they will be the team that you would want to see in playoffs.
Will Brood,
YouTube?
matchup.
How did I miss that one?
If we can take advantage, it says it's right above Priya, where she says we can.
Oh. That's a good question. Do you think that we take advantage of that for the cup? The problem with that is I think one thing that Boston is good at is their depth. And yeah, I do think that we'll fare well in that matchup. But I think you could also have said the same thing last night. And so you see what can happen with the depth of Atlanta. And so I think that when you go against teams that might have their star player out, you never can count them out. And I know that Tatum is out, but you can never count this Boston squad out. So that's a good mindset to think about, but I think we saw last night too. You can't count a star player out. I think that this team just has to honestly look within themselves and get back to, I hate saying get back, and pursue the identity that we know that this squad can be, and continue to showcase that identity and that defense. And we also have the depth. Oh my gosh, what? The bench? Anyone, any night can come in. I mean, we saw what happened when AB started for Jalen and Charlotte. Had a great performance. We've seen what happens when Tristan Da Silva comes off the bench, when Gogo comes off the bench. The depth is there on both sides. So I think it's going to be a really, really good matchup. But I don't think you can kind of say like, oh, with Tatum out, what does this mean? I think either way, at the end of the day, it's going to be a really good game, and they have to focus on themselves to win that game. No, I don't think Paolo is playing with the fear of being injured again. No, I don't think he's holding back. No, I think he's playing really good, but I don't think that's the case. I think he had a whole summer to like get those jitters out if he needed to. I don't think that that's a thing. No.
I think that was done by the time we came back to the second half of the season last year.
Yeah, when we went to playoffs last year, he was laying his body out on the line for that. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. Okay. Oh, J2 Swag said, I love Desmond Bane and Jalen Suggs so much. They're my goats. I'm going to the Knicks versus Magic game. Great. Love that. Can't wait to see you at the Knicks versus Magic game. Here's my thing. And I got to tell y'all this. Magic fans, I need y'all to do me a solid. When the Knicks come to town, they love to let us know that they're in town. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. I get it. We got a lot of what do they call them? Snowbirds. We got a lot of snowbirds here in Florida. I get it. But here's the thing. We love this team. We love this team. You got to stop letting the Knicks take over at the Kia Center. You got to stop. We got to stop seeing it. I sit behind them or in front of them. They're there. So this is my challenge to Magic fans. Come to the games, especially when the Knicks are in town. We need you guys to pack the Kia Center and to show so much love for this team, because I do not want to hear them. That's my little message for everyone. Thank you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, send the snowbirds back home. Or at least out of the Kia Center. Or at least way high up where we can't really hear them. Please. Love that I is. True. And y'all know it's true. They come to the games and I'm like, why? I get it. They want to see their team. But I'm also like, Magic fans, this is our moment. Pack the Kia Center. Yes, Prine said the plane ticket's calling my name. Prine, help us out. Bring friends. Bring the family. Bring everybody. I want to see all of you guys. Someone asked me if I can sing a song. Are you saying this because I have a lisp now? Or are you just... That's not nice. Are you making fun of me? It's okay if you are. Just be honest.
Can we talk about the Hawks throwing shade on their post last night?
I didn't even see that. The Hawks threw shade on their post.
On Instagram.
On Instagram? On Instagram or on Twitter? Hold on. Let me look, guys. What did they say? Which one?
The scoreboard caption.
The first one or the second one?
Score caption. Final. It's like the third post.
Third post. Okay. Ah! That's not nice. Listen. Just because. Just because you guys don't have a cool theme song doesn't mean that you have to make fun of us for having one. But you know what? I love that because that means we're relevant in your mind. That means that when we say play the song, that's relevant in your head and that you can only think of us when you say that. So with that being said, I'm glad that we have continued to stay relevant in your minds. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You take it, you twist it, and you say thank you. Because we are relevant. And you know what? For the Atlanta Hawks fans who have no idea what that means, what are they going to do? They're going to type it in, and then they're going to go and continue to contribute to the streams. So, thank you. Thank you for continuing to keep us relevant. I don't know if you guys saw it. It says, like, play the song. Which, of course, you know, we say that after a Magic win. And I think the Hawks thought they were doing something, but instead they were just continuing to get people to play the song. Because if I don't know what that means, I'm going to type it in and look it up. So, whatever. Love that for us. Love that for us. Thanks you guys for joining us on TikTok and YouTube. And we're going to start to wind things down. I just want to say, don't forget, the Magic will play at the Kia Center on Friday against Boston in the first round of the Cup. Then they will play Sunday and Monday against Boston again. So you have 2 opportunities to see them play Boston and then also against Portland. So 3 opportunities to see the Magic play at home before they go on a quick little road trip, which will be at MSG. So make sure you guys lock in. And then also Courtside Countdown. That is our pregame show right here on our social media platforms that you can lock into as well before the game on FanDuel Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe to all of the things so that way we can keep you posted on all things Magic. What else? We got a couple interviews, like we said, coming out with Joe Prunty and God Shamgod. And then we have another All Access coming out as well. So be on the lookout, Magic fans. Thank you so much for joining us. And Kyle, thank you for keeping the vibes up also and joining this chat. I appreciate you guys always, and I will see you guys later.